Do you remember that one time as a kid when you were coming back from school? This wasn't your first time doing that. You already knew exactly what point A to point B consisted of. But on that day, down a road that wasn't part of your journey, you saw something. It could have been just a pretty field, a statue, a fallen structure in the distance. And whatever it was, it intrigued you. It intrigued you enough that for the first time in your life, for the first time truly, you moved on your own accord. Video games are perhaps the most complete form of entertainment ever created. Books are capable of describing stories up to their most minute detail. Shows and movies add visual representation, giving life to its characters through talented actors. And animation turns quite literally the impossible into reality. But in all of these, we the reader, we the viewer, are the odd one out. A simple observer of these fantastical worlds. But with video games, there's an added layer of immersion, and that is control. At the exact moment you pick up the controller, you become the main character. You're no longer you, no longer an idle observer. You are the one to take that first step. It's a big cliche to say that the journey holds more value than the destination. However, this saying finds a touching reflection in the realm of video games. Journey, Sable, Season, A Letter to the Future. These are but 3 gaming masterpieces which illustrate the profound significance of traveling and self-discovery. To me, they transcend mere pieces of entertainment, as they invite players to venture on a more personal and introspective voyage that resonate deeply with our own quest for meaning and understanding. And you must understand that no matter how arduous it may be, at some point, you must take on that journey yourself.
How to leave home. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down, so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere, with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
It's been more than a decade since I've played the game Journey, and I'm happy to say that in all these years, it has not lost its charm. Released all the way back in 2012, this game has been cemented as a masterclass in minimalist storytelling. Assuming the role of a robed figure, you traverse mesmerizing yet unforgiving environments in order to reach a mountain's peak. And with no dialogue or explicit narrative, Journey relies on visual and musical cues to evoke its emotion. The vast desert itself, at the same time desolate and beautiful, demonstrates our personal and endless pursuit for purpose. Though said pursuit doesn't necessarily always have to be a lonely one. As you navigate the shifting sands, you will find other travelers. Brief and anonymous encounters to be sure, but that's what makes them profoundly impactful. A small sense of connection formed by simply traveling together for a short period of time. It emphasizes the shared nature of human experience. They're the memories of your childhood friend that you haven't talked to in 10 years, the stranger who trusted you with a favor, the old woman that sat next to you on the park bench on that Sunday afternoon, talking about years long gone. They're a reminder that, even in our solitary quest, we're never truly alone.
Deep in the forest, we can see the Maria in her natural habitat. The squirrel! And it's cool.
In Sable, the journey gives full importance to the interaction with other characters. Released in 2021, Sable follows the titular character as she embarks on her gliding, a rite of passage that marks the transition from adolescence to adulthood. Her journey is one of self-discovery and cultural identity, as opposed to in Journey, which, even at the very beginning of the game, where it seems you've already traversed thousands of miles before reaching that picturesque mountain scene. Here, the struggle of leaving home is far more palpable. It's a bittersweet feeling seeing Sable leave her tribe to venture into the unknown, guided only by her curiosity and the stories of those who came before her. As for the key feature of this game, Sable's overbike, it's not just a means of transportation. Sporting his own name, Simon, gives it a more human touch as her one and only companion. It's a symbol of freedom and self-reliance in the vast, alien-like landscapes of this world. As players customize and upgrade him, it becomes a reflection of Sable's growth and the diverse experiences she accumulates. The open-ended nature of the game allows you to choose your own path, mirroring the real-life process of finding one's way, and the interactions with various tribes and characters add depth to that process. Each encounter offers a unique perspective, teaching Sable, and you, the player, valuable lessons about community, heritage, and the importance of empathy. These moments of connection highlight the idea that our personal growth is often influenced by the stories and wisdom of others, reinforcing the linked nature between all of our journeys. And it's through these interactions that Sable learns about her world, shaping herself as her own person with each new encounter and each new experience, making the journey much about contemplation as it is about external exploration, teaching us that understanding who we are often requires, if not always, stepping out of our comfort zones.
I do not like tomatoes, says the Maria.
Kill them all. Burn all the tomatoes.
Oh wait, I need the obligatory feed shot.
Season, A Letter to the Future, released just last year by Scavenger's Studio, presents a different kind of voyage, one of documentation and preservation. As you take control over Estelle, you set out on a bicycle journey to capture the essence of a world on the brink of change. Armed with a camera and a journal, Estelle's mission is to document the fleeting moments and memories of her surroundings before they vanish, like the other seasons that came before hers. The serene and picturesque landscapes Estelle traverses are filled with a sense of melancholic beauty. Each snapshot, recording, and sketch serves as a testament to the transient nature of life and the urgency of preserving memories. The act of documenting becomes a way of coping with the impermanence of the world, a theme that resonates deeply in our fast-paced, ever-changing reality. Time passes, we become something else, and we forget part of what came before us. Estelle's interactions with the locals she meets along her journey are profound and heartfelt. Each person has a story to tell, a piece of wisdom to share, a memory to preserve. Through these conversations, you learn about the varied ways people cope with the changing of the seasons, and how they find meaning in their lives through these difficult times. These encounters suggest that, like in Sable, our journeys are enriched by the experiences and stories of others, the importance of listening and understanding. As for the act of cycling through these changing environments, from rainy ruins to tranquil seasides, the gentle rhythm of paddling, the sound of the wind, and the scenery all contribute to this reflective state of mind. Season invites players to slow down and appreciate the beauty of the everyday, reminding us that our personal journeys are not just about the steps you take towards your destination, but about reflecting on how each and every one of those steps changes us. The arduous ascent up the snow-covered mountain that encapsulates Journey's climax is a powerful representation of perseverance and hope. As you struggle against the elements, the music swells, reflecting the emotional peak you've come to reach. This final leg of your pilgrimage is not just about reaching the summit you've sought from a distance, but about the strength found in overcoming the obstacles to do so. The silent, nameless protagonist of Journey allows players to project their own thoughts and emotions onto the character. This universality makes the game's themes of struggle, companionship, and transcendence accessible to everyone, regardless of background. And with that, it becomes a personal meditation on life's trials and triumphs, encouraging you to reflect on your own path and the meaning you find along the way. It's what makes Journey an unforgettable experience that lingers years after the game is over. In Sable, players are meant to pause and appreciate the beauty of their surroundings every step of the way. The visual and artistic style that draws inspiration from the French artist Mobius creates a unique aesthetic pairing perfectly with the game's serene soundtrack. It creates an immersive atmosphere that values slow exploration. The gliding is a deeply personal journey, but it equally emphasizes the importance of community and shared experiences. As Sable learns from the people she meets, she also contributes to their lives, creating a tapestry of connections that enrich both her story and the player's experience. This interconnectedness underscores the idea that our journeys are not isolated events, but are woven into the broader fabric of humanity, demonstrating that what you become after your journey ends is the amalgamation of all of those events. Every single person you've ever met, every single thing you've ever experienced. As for Season, players are reminded of the importance of safeguarding our heritage and the stories that define us. The hand-drawn art style and soothing soundscape create a world that feels both nostalgic and timeless, which is paradoxically ironic when talking about a world that won't remain the same for much longer. But this artistic direction not only immerses players in Estelle's journey, but also pushes you to reflect on your own experiences and memories, urging players to appreciate and protect the beauty and diversity of our world before it's too late. What you take away after your journey ends is for you and only you to decide. But personally, I keep wondering if that's all there is to it. Throughout this video, I've been showing you sneak peeks of my own first personal journey. Back in 2022, 2 months after getting my master's degree, I got a graphic design job. And I was, well, less than happy to say the least. So, after a few months, I took a small vacation to Stockholm in order to visit the lovely Maria, a great family friend of mine. She's essentially like a second sister to me. And, you know, for this section of the video, I thought about giving you a semi-detailed rundown of my time there, though I slightly changed my mind on that. Because you see, while revisiting Stockholm through these pictures and videos, I realized that I had forgotten quite a lot of this trip. Though weirdly enough, I didn't feel sad about that fact. I felt what could only be described as this sense of longing for the feelings I had in those moments you see captured on screen. This journey let me breathe my anxiety away. All uncertainties of my life and my future felt minuscule. For the first time in my life, I felt like I was truly free. That I could go anywhere in the world and move forward, no matter what. To move on my own accord. It changed me. And the MrGoodSir before that time no longer exists. But his feelings of that time remain in the person I am today. All this to say that each one of these games offer unique perspectives on the concept of travel and self-discovery. The struggle of leaving home, the encounters along the way, and the introspective moments of solitude. All these experiences shape who we are. In playing these games, we come to understand that our personal journeys mirror those of the characters we guide. We're all travelers, seeking meaning and connection in an ever-changing world. The beauty of these games lies in this ability to resonate with our own lives, encouraging us to embrace the unknown, cherish the inevitable fleeting moments, and ultimately find ourselves. In the end, it's not just about reaching the summit, completing the gliding, or preserving memories of the world. Because in the grand scheme of things, those places will be gone, and the records you took will eventually fade into obscurity with the cruel passage of time. So as they say, it's not about the destination, but I don't think it's about the journey either. Not quite, at least. Maybe it's more about the feelings that journey left you with, turning you into the new person you became after the fact. Maybe it's about the feelings that will stick with you for the rest of your life. Hey there, thank you so much for reaching the end of the video. Please do subscribe, ring the bell, like and leave a comment because I like to answer everyone. Links to all of the games in the description, and as always, I hope you're taking care of yourselves. You'll always be welcome here. I love you. Bye bye.